Building off of that, you mentioned in another interview that somebody said that they haven't heard you until recently, like within the last like couple of months. And you were like, nah, you heard me at the right time, because it took me the 10 years before this to really get my craft developed and be to a point where it's like, now that you heard me for the first time, you know what I'm about and you know what my potential is. Yeah. So it's like building off of that, like for somebody who is like at the very earliest stages of their career, at the earliest stages of their career, and it's like they're working on that craft. Things are a lot more accessible than they were like maybe when you first started in terms of like getting.
I started like MySpace era, bro.
Yeah, so it was there, but like now it's like people feel like they made their first song, put it out. I don't know if that's the right or wrong approach, but it's like I'm asking you, how do you think that like before you put those 5 years of work in, your 5 years of work in, what should you do until then? Like, you know, like how would you approach that if you were going back in your path and you had like Instagram and YouTube, like in the way that it's accessible?
I had YouTube, I had everything.
Yeah.
Only thing I actually had IG.
Yeah,
I had IG when it was in beta mode. I remember me and my brother, we had access to some of these platforms before they were like, you know, some of the tech guys, I know some of them, like,
Word.
Yeah, and they would send
a little less pressure to like necessarily be on there, but like,
yeah, but I know. So to answer the question, because I don't want to, I know, to answer the question, I would, you really can't rush the process, because see, when you create art, bro, right? The major thing to me personally is this: you can't predict how people are gonna receive it. The only thing you can really predict, you can somewhat have control of, bro, is your intent. What your intention is when you make the music. And even then, that could be kind of like whatever at times, depending on the energy you're around. My intention is to make a song to touch you X, Y, and Z, right? But once I put it on SoundCloud and somebody says, oh, I thought it was about this, and you get mad, no, I was writing about the sky, but you thought it was the moon. Who gives a fuck? Like, but the song goes crazy. So I think a lot of the times artists and people think they can control the other side of the variable, right? And walk away. Let's learn to walk away from the music once you put it out. It's no longer, it doesn't belong to you. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, once you create a song, bro, it doesn't belong to you in the way you think it does. It belongs to the listener. Right? Even when I say these words to you, they don't belong to me once it comes out of my mouth, bro. It belongs to whoever sees it and hears it at that point.
That's such a dope perspective. Yeah. I feel like so many artists, and I'm guilty of this when I used to make beats, I'd be like emotionally attached to my beats. And I get tight when people say shit that doesn't like go along with the vision.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
That's real.
That's their vision.
Yeah.
That wasn't your intent. Right?
That's fire.
Yeah, what your intent was should never be affected by somebody else's vision or what the bottom line is they felt it. They felt enough about it to say, well, I thought this about it. They gave it a thought. So you won.
Facts.
Right? If somebody, I don't like your shit, I hate it or I love it, I still made you feel a way.